there's with health issues, with sickness, there's so much brain fog. There's so much physical and mental fatigue. So for me to have that clarity in my brain, I could actually feel the inflammation leaving my brain. Like I just felt clear, like everything was just easier and calmer and more peaceful. I do a lot of spiritual practices, um, but it definitely, there's days that, I'm trying to meditate and you just can't when you're dealing with so much inflammation and moisture and dampness in the body. So having so much of that, the root problems being gone, I still have a long ways to go. I know I've been sick for 20 years. So, the journey's not over for me, but which is so exciting because I can't believe, like I have goosebumps right now. Happened in such a short amount of time and so effortlessly, so easily. It transformed things for me, unlike anything else. So spiritually, now it's like I have more energy, I have more clarity, I'm more intuitive. I'm always a little intuitive, but I'm really trying to expand that. And now I'm able to be more intuitive with myself, with messages, the physical effects, like the clarity in my eyes cleared in one day. It was unreal. That blew me away because the sickness after 20 years was getting to the point that like my nervous system, it was so hypersensitive. And I say was, and that gives me goosebumps too, because that was scary. That was really scary. I could actually feel my organs shutting down. So that's the point that I was at when I found these products. And so taking these enzymes, it's so natural, it's organic, it's pure. The way that they're made, everything I've read about the company. I mean, when the mucoid plaque came out, I eliminated about 25 feet of mucoid plaque with 2 of the ZenCleanzes combined. And I did them about 4 weeks apart. And I eliminated so much disease from my body that was like the root cause. So like I said, I'm so excited to keep going with it. But I'm over the moon that there's finally something that works, that can actually heal the body. I'm I'm so grateful that this company made these products because, when you find someone who's put their heart and soul into something and that's what they're selling you, it's not a company that's just, putting marketing material together and pretty packaging with nothing but fillers and stabilizers inside of a capsule. It's not all that. It's actual food, and your body is able to absorb it. It's bioavailable to the body. So that is really exciting for me. And, with all the learning and research I've done, I understand why the products work so good. And I'm so happy that someone's making them. And it takes such a long process. We would never be able to do this on our own. Never.
Uh,
So I did the intestinal cleanse on its own. And then I was so excited to keep going and do another. I was actually upset that I didn't have more products on hand right away.
mm,
Like, I need more products. So then I went in this scurry to get products in my hand quickly as possible. And I found someone that lives about 4 hours away from me, but my son lives close to her in Toronto. And so she had on hand because I didn't know what to do. So I'm like, how do I maximize this? What do I do? So I had no guidance, right? So that was one of the things that I really struggled with, was finding someone to help me. And I had emailed Tang and saying like, how can I do, like, I want to do a full body detox. And he was like, well, we don't have that. So that was kind of all I got. So I was hoping that there was more guidance, but wasn't. So I just kind of figured it out on my own, did the best I could. And then, so I set myself up I went to my cabin by myself. I was supposed to go for a month. to detox. So I had a Zen one and I had a Forgive on hand. So I had those two cleanses. So I kind of put my own rainbow cleanse together. So I did 1 week of full just plant-based diet to prep. And then I did the second intestinal cleanse that I had, like, so this was my second one. And then amazing results again. And that's when I had completed. So my first cleanse, I had about 8 feet of mucoid plaque come out. And then this was my second. So I had a lot more come out. And then, and what was coming out, like, I'm like, how is that even coming out of me? Like, there was 3 days and I did the Forgive, the liver cleanse. And I had contact with Daniel by then. So he had helped me to extend that a little bit with extra oil and lemon juice. But that's all I had on hand. So then I just kept eating just plant-based, like really like raw vegan meal plan. And so I did that for 2 full weeks, and like, incredible. I didn't take any medication, which I have to take every day to keep me breathing, because my troubles have just made my system really hypersensitive to every single thing that's unnatural. So, it's hard. It's hard to live like that. And so it's gotten to the point that it's hard to function in society. And I've gotten past the worst of it. So now I get to just keep going and find my new, and start to create, I can dive into my career more now that I have all of this relief, right? Like, I can start to live again. I can socialize with friends again. I don't have to be so worried about sickness taking over my life. So it's really alleviated so much for me on just all my levels. Like, I would feel push on my stomach and it's like, oh, like, just such relief in every area that your body can physically go through. So I didn't find it a mental, typically you're trying to release things, you're working towards it. It's not work. It's very natural. It's just a natural process that seems to happen, and everything just kind of falls into place. It felt very natural, very comfortable, and very pure is the word that I use to describe how I felt.